Ready to break some new ground? Welcome to 12 bar progressions, phase 1, part 1. If you've learned how to play from scratch from this channel, you're about to break some new ground with these 12 bar progressions. I want to start off by saying something about 12 bar progressions versus 12 bar blues. You may have heard the saying 12 bar blues. I just want to make a disclaimer here that we're not actually playing blues when we do these 12 bar progressions. Blues is a great way to play music, a great way to make music, and probably just about every guitar player plays the blues in some way or another, or at least a little bit, if not a lot. But that's not the object here. The object here is to give you a little bit more practice using the basic chords and stepping out a little bit with those. So the blues are usually in 12 bar form, but not all 12 bar forms are blues. So we're going to use a 12 bar form here, which basically 12 bars is essentially the same as 12 measures. So what we're going to play is going to be 12 measures long. It could be said that it's 12 bars long, but it's still not blues. Well, that having been said, what we're going to do here in these 12 bar series is we're going to work on our 3 primary chords in each key. Here in phase 1, part 1, we just happen to be in the key of C. So what we're going to do is do some work with our 3 basic chords in the key of C. You may recall from phase 10 that we worked some on the 3 primary chords in the key of C, which were C and F and G. And we spent a little time strumming the 3 primary chords for about a measure apiece or so. What we're going to do in the 12 bar series is we're going to sort of mix up the chords a little bit more than we did in phase 10, and we're going to play for a lot longer duration. So let me start by demonstrating a 12 bar progression for you in the key of C. I'm going to use the 3 primary chords in the key of C, which are C, F, and G, and I'm going to strum C for 4 measures, and then I'm going to do F for 2 measures, then go back to C and do it for 2 measures, then I'll do G for 2 measures, C for 1 measure, and then G for 1 measure, and that'll be 12 measures long total. And no worries if you can't remember that right away. I have it written out for you in the description so you can refer to that. But let me start just by playing it for you, and I'll talk and explain some as I do it. So to start, here's 4 measures in the key of C. Two measures in F. 2 measures up, F rather, 2 measures of C, 2 measures of G, 1 measure of C, 1 measure of G. Let me do it again without talking this time. So that was a 12 bar progression in the key of C. So I want you to spend some time with your guitar learning this structure and enjoy the sounds of the chords, and really you're playing full sounding chords all throughout this. You're really coming a long way with your learning your chords and learning more robust sounding chords and fuller sounding chords. Just think of how far you've come, and you're just getting started. We're going to go a long way with this Guitar Chords Info Stream things, and hopefully you'll be making enjoyable music with your guitar before it's all over. If you don't already feel that way about your playing. But like I said in the welcome video, it just takes a lot of information to learn to play the guitar, and lots of small steps, just taking them one step at a time. So, also I want to point out that I'm using the full C chord in this 12-bar progression, and also the full F chord. And for my G chord, I'm using the second, third, and fourth fingers, because it's smoother, I believe, to change from C to G using the second, third, and fourth finger. And even if you had to switch from F to G for some reason, which I don't believe we do in this progression, but we will eventually, even from F to G would be easier with the second, third, and fourth finger. So again, refer to the description where I have the progression written out for you. As you'll notice, I have it written C, like one measure would be C, and then 3 tick marks after that. So C, that the letter C, that represents one beat, and then each tick mark represents one beat. For instance, C, tick mark, tick mark, tick mark, C, tick mark, tick mark, tick mark. And the same with F, tick mark, tick mark, tick mark, and G, tick mark, tick mark, tick mark. That's just how I have them written out. So you should be okay between the video and the and with me writing the progression out in the description. You should be okay. So take as much time as you need to learn this, and have fun with it, and enjoy the progression and the sounds of these chords. And when you're ready, we'll meet in part 2 and tackle another key. So when you're ready, I'll see you there.